Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the card of today for the 20th of April 2016. I've used another deck today. I've used a deck called the Golden Tarot. Absolutely beautiful deck. I've had these cards years and I only ever usually use them to read for myself or close friends and family. So you're getting a little insight, you're getting introduced to them today. The card that I've pulled is the Death card. Now, loads of people don't like this card. I see people sort of run away and recoil in horror when it comes up in their reading, but it's an absolutely fabulous, fabulous card, this. Um, it does talk about change. It does talk about endings, but always for the right reasons, always in a positive aspect, if that makes sense. So it's about a huge, huge transformation. What is coming in really strongly with this, and what I want to say before I start actually reading the card here, is that life is not a dress rehearsal. You know, we don't get another pop at it. So it's trying to live your life to its fullest and what will make you happiest on a daily basis. You know, every day could be our last. We don't know when our time's up. When that clock stops ticking, that's it. You know, we can't fight it, and we can't then run back and say, no, I want another go because I want to do that differently. So it's really about, living your life in a meaningful way and living a life that fulfills you and sort of, enhances you and where you are happy. Now, I read a fantastic article once, and it's called Five Regrets of the Dying. And it's a woman who is a palliative care nurse, and she spent time for years and years with people who are in their final stages. You know, there's not that there's no hope, but she said they come to an acceptance of what is happening to them. Um, and she said the five regrets that she heard from them is, sorry, the first one was that they wished they'd had the courage to live a life true to themselves and not a life that others had expected of them. You know, and that really, really hit me, because how many of us do what other people expect us to, and not really what we want? Another one was they wish they hadn't worked so hard. They wish they'd had the courage to express their feelings. They wish they'd stayed in touch with friends more. And the final one, which is as poignant as the first, was that they wished that they had allowed themselves to be happier. We have these gifts, we have these presented to us, and we can take these with us on a daily basis. So this is what this card is about, really thinking, am I living my life where if I found out I had 6 months to live, I wouldn't change a thing? Because that is where we want to get to, where our life is the life that we are meant to live and the life that we love living as well, So this card, what this is saying is, think about what I've just said there, but also this is about the change coming. If we have a look at the card there, we can see, the lady is lying. The thing is, she's not dead as such because she's holding that flower. The flower, I feel, is a snowdrop. Snowdrops come up in spring, so it's very apt for the time of year here. But snowdrop also represents purity and hope and rebirth. So, this all ties in together with this card. If we have a look, the angels are tending to her. It's like they're getting her ready, They're getting her ready for the party. And I feel that party is her new life that is coming. At the moment, she's sort of in the in-between state. She's not dead. She's not alive, But this is sort of her time of resting, her time of sleep. And we all know in that time before we fall into a deep sleep, but we're not fully awake, this is when we can gain our messages. This is when we are connected to the divine. This is when we can get a lot of answers. And I really feel that the angels here are signifying that. There's so much blue in this card as well, which is lovely, because blue is a very healing colour. It's a really, really beautiful colour. So within this card, we do need change, we do. Something has got to die in a sense, but not a physical death, but it's like it can't go on the way that we've been going on. So this is the end of something significant. It could be the end of an era. It could be somebody going out of your life. It could be ending a job, ending a relationship, or ending a way of living. But this is saying that there is change coming, and this change is massively needed as well. I always look at this card as I think I've mentioned it before, like the caterpillar. The caterpillar ceases to be what he once was when he turns into the butterfly. But there's a butterfly just actually came to my windows at that side, and there's a huge butterfly just came to my window there. Sorry about that, but that was a lovely little sign. Wow. So yeah, when it's the butterfly, it has all of this color. It now has wings. It doesn't have to crawl along on the bottom. It can reach up and it can fly high in the sky. So this is all linked with that. Sorry, that's really like wow. I love spirit sometimes. So this is about relishing in your newfound freedom, but it's about making the transition to that first. And this is what we have to do with this. Change is scary, none of us really like change, it is scary, but it is always worth it. And this card talks about leaving behind things that no longer serve you now. At one time, they may have been exactly what you wanted, and that is great. So you've had the enjoyment out of them, but things change and things go in cycles in the same way death and birth is a cycle, it carries on. So please don't try and resist this change. What we resist persists. And try to just flow with it. And rather than having a sadness of leaving something behind, take what it's learned you, take the lovely memories, and use these in your new life because they're going to be so beneficial. Have faith. Please have faith that this change is for the best for you. And there is a time of much more satisfaction coming in for you, I think. A time when you can wake up in the morning and you think, you know what, I'm really looking forward to today. I'm seeing a lot more colour. I don't know, for some reason they're showing me that life lately has been pretty grey. I don't know why they're showing that. But this is like there's a burst of colour about to be injected into it. So this is there's all positive things coming, but realize that you can't control it. It's coming whether you make the change or not. So it's best if you have a little bit of a hand in it, and then you have a little bit of direction. If you just sit back and if you just sit back and do nothing, then the change will come anyway, but you will have no control, and it will make it harder. So I'm so sorry. So this is a time to really, I feel, clear out all of your clutter, your physical stuff, have a good spring clean, your emotional stuff, get whatever is there, get whatever is at the bottom of your soul, and, get it out and make way for new what's coming, a big cleaning, big spring clean coming, because there is a wonderful new phase coming into your life. We're closing one door here, but there's another one wide open for us, So it's actually a wonderful feeling, I really like that card. I really like the death card. It always speaks to me in such a wonderful way. I'm so sorry about this. I have a bit of a chest cold, and I thought I'd be able to get through this without coughing, but obviously not. So yeah, so a few things to think about there. I was once in Asia, and I was speaking to some monks, and I was speaking to them about death and about the process of death and things like that. And they said that us Westerners try and forget that it exists. We put it to the back of our mind, or we sweep it under the carpet. Whereas they said that they know from the minute somebody is born, they are dying. And that is why they don't sweat the small stuff. That is why they don't have little petty arguments. They appreciate the life of that other person who was important to them, and they appreciate their life as well. So that to me was, it really changed the way I thought. And what they said is when somebody does physically die, they actually all get to the coffin and they push it forward because they know where they're going is to a better place. So I really want to say with this is not physical death I'm talking about, but it is change and it is the death of something, but it's the birth of something new. So please, don't be scared, go with it, welcome it with open arms. This is coming in to give you gifts. It's coming in to give you a much more satisfying time in your life, and a time when you can sit back and think, I'm living my life in the way that I want to. So I hope that made sense. I'm going to go now because I can feel a real big coughing fit coming on. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, please inbox on my Facebook page or email lovebuddhatarot@aol.co.uk, and I'll be back tomorrow with the card of today. Sat Nam.